Welcome, April here. Let's begin today's aerial warm-up with 30 jumping jacks. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next up are skaters for 20. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. Next up, we're going to do 10 squats, bringing your elbow to the opposite knee. Excellent. Keep your core in. Engage the abs. Breathe as you crunch. Keep going. And now we're going to do the same thing for 10. This time we're going to crunch to the side, engaging your obliques. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's now move into some wrist circles. We'll do a couple in one direction and then switch to the other direction. Now let's do some neck circles. Drop your head to one side, bring it over to one shoulder and the other shoulder. You might choose to do some full rotations here, bringing your head all the way back if that feels good for you. Fantastic. Next up, let's bring our head from side to side. Now we're going to do some arm circles, moving them forward, big circles. Keep your hips and pelvis stable as you do this. And then slowly make the circles smaller and smaller, increasing the speed as you make the circles even smaller. Really, really fast here. And then we're going to change direction, going small circles back really quickly, and slowly expanding your circle until it gets really, really large in the backward direction. Let's now do some side-to-side twists, keeping your feet firmly planted to the ground, shoulder width apart. Here you can choose to extend your back arm for even greater twist, if that feels good. Keep going. Next up, we'll do some hip circles, rotating fully in one direction. And then let's change direction. Again, keep your feet firmly planted here. Moving into some spinal rolls. So start with a swan dive down and roll your body up. So let's do that one more time. Swan dive down and roll. Going from vertebrae to vertebrae. Again, one more time here. Excellent. Next, we are going to reverse that. So you're going to roll down and swan dive up. 2 more times. Rolling down and coming up. Rolling down and coming up. Let's move into a straight leg stretch. So keep your legs straight and hang your neck down. You can grab your elbows, maybe moving from side to side if that feels good. Stretch out your hamstrings. And now let's walk both arms over to one side. Hold it here for a few breaths and walk your hands over to the other side. Try to keep your chest up, back straight. Now we're going to move into a wide-legged sumo squat stretch, pushing back your knees using your elbows. You may choose to swing a little bit from side to side, stretching your inner thighs. Now placing one hand on your knee, twist and look back, just like so. And then switch other hand to the knee, twist back. Next up, we have a wide-legged standing forward fold. So keeping your knees locked, fold your body down. You can choose to touch your toes. If that's not accessible, reach for your calves. And again, we're going to walk our hands over to one side, aiming to keep our back straight. And then walk your hands over to the other side. Next up, we're going to move into some lateral lunges. So let's lunge over to one side. You can place your hands on the floor, walk them over to the other side. And again, walking them over, turn to the side, go into a low lunge, plant your hands back down, walk over to the other side, or you can challenge yourself and do that hands-free. And one more set. Moving laterally, and then twisting your body so that your hips are both facing your knees. And again to the other side and twist. All right, now we have some one-legged balance moves for stability and mobility. We'll start standing on one leg, bring your knee up in a flex position, keep your body aligned, and we'll start with some pulses up. Then we're going to move into extending that leg out as far as you can go. Your leg does not need to be as high as mine. And then we're going to do the same thing with pointed toes, knees up and pulse, and then extend that leg forward. Now, when I was filming this video initially, I did not do the same number of sets on both sides. Oops. Please make sure you keep everything balanced and do the same number of repetitions on both sides. So here we're starting with a flex foot, pulses and then extensions. Aim to keep your body straight and aligned. Breathe. And then point your toes, pulses up, and extensions. Fantastic. Now we're going to go into a passe position. That's when you bring your knees up and your toes to your other knee, and just rotating that knee out towards the side. Notice that I'm keeping my body straight, facing forward. My hips are also facing forward. We'll do the same thing to the other side in a passe position. Looks like a figure 4 if you just look at the legs here. Great, and we are going to move down to our mats, starting with some ankle rotations in one direction. And then switch direction. Now starting in an L-sit or open pike, you're just going to fold forward and reach as far forward as you can, trying to go past your toes. Breathe. Excellent. Now bring your knees into a tuck position. Straighten your back. And just hold here. Bring your knees as close to your chest as possible. Okay, now we're going to come down to our mat. Tuck your lower back onto the floor, engage your abs, and we're going to do crunches for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We're going to go into some alternating dead dogs for a total of 20, starting now. 2, 3, make sure to breathe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, halfway. Squeeze your core, make sure your lower back is not coming off of your mat. Extend your feet as you reach down. Very nice. Keep breathing. Hold tight. A few more. Let's now transition into a plank. Excellent. Hold here for a few seconds. Core tight, legs straight. Breathe. Push into a down dog. Try to touch your heels to the ground and walk out the dog, stretching out your calves, feeling a nice stretch. Try to keep your spine aligned and then roll back forward into a plank, and we'll do some alternating taps here. Bring your opposite hand to opposite foot as you push back from plank into down dog. We'll do a couple here. Very nice. Breathe out as you reach back and tap. Excellent. Next up, we're going to go onto our backs and we're going to kick our foot up for 10, starting on the right side. Keep your foot flexed. Your opposite leg is planted on the mat, keeping you stable. You can reach your hands out to the side. And then we're going to do the same thing with pointed toes and straight legs now. Again, keep your core tight and your lower back to the floor. So still on our right side, we are now going to do some hip circles, opening our knees out to the side. A few rotations in one direction. And then rotations in the other direction. Now let's repeat that same sequence on the right side, starting with flexed foot, leg kicks for 10. Your opposite leg stabilizing your body. Once you've done 10, extend both legs and use pointed feet or pointed toes. And again, kick for 10. Then we'll move into our hip circles. In one direction. And in the other direction. Try your best to stabilize your hips here. Keep them planted firmly in your mat. All right, now we're gonna flip onto our sides and do leg kicks with flexed feet, turning your knees in towards you. Okay, we're gonna go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now again, extend both legs, pointed toes, and we're gonna kick again for 10. You can use your hand to stabilize you on the mat. Keep breathing. And once you've done 10, we're gonna switch on over to the other leg. So same thing, we're gonna start with flex feet, knees pointing inward. My bottom leg is making a sort of kickstand. My knees are bent there. And I'm using, again, my hands to support. After 10, now straighten both legs, pointed toes, and again, kick up. Feel your obliques crunching as you do this. You might choose to put a hand on your side body so you can feel that oblique crunching in. Very nice. Now we're gonna go on to our bellies. Make a pillow with your hands, rest your forehead on your hands. We're gonna target our butt and our legs here, keeping everything really straight, pointed toes. Lift your left leg for 10. And these might be really small movements here, and that's okay. As long as you can feel your butt and your legs lifting up. Keep your knees straight. Then you're gonna hold for 10. And do 10 pulses. Excellent. On to the other side. Switching on over to the right side. Kicks for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold on the last one. And pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We're going to repeat that whole sequence, but first let's hold a Sphinx pose. Hands shoulder width apart, chest up. And again, we're going to do kicks starting from the left side for 10. Keep your knees straight, pointed toes. Feel your glute muscles contracting. Keep breathing. And hold. And pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch sides, starting with the kicks. Keeping your legs nice and straight. Small movements here are okay. And hold and pulse. Excellent. Let's go into a quick child's pose to recover. Breathe. For our final sequence, we're going to start in a tabletop with flexed feet. leg straight, and do that whole thing again with 10 kicks out. Keep your hips square to the mat and hold. And finish this side with some pulses up. Nice. Switch on to the other leg. Kick for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here, hips square to the mat, and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's go into some cat-cows here for some spinal rolls. Coordinate your breath with your movement. Keep breathing. Let's do one more round. Excellent. Thank you for joining me for today's 20-minute aerial warm-up.